Alright, it's time to revisit the wild ramp druid I made. I've made some updates. I was actually playing the deck a lot after that episode last couple days ago. I did a revision, and so far I've been doing really well. I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more anti-aggro. I added Burns, took out Lofeb. He just can win you games. There was one game where I got Ysera for a couple turns. I got some Nightmares, was able to set up Lethal. I mean, it's just really good, I think, replacement for Lofeb. Also, I got rid of good old Kel, and I replaced him with a Moonglade Portal, and that's really good against aggro. I'm still thinking that this list is still not optimized. I would kind of like to add possibly a second portal, also maybe some Feral Rage, one or two of them, probably two, because that way it really helps against aggro. And this deck, like all ramp decks, it's a curse. If you get your early game ramp, you tend to win. If you don't, it's going to be a lot of issues. So it could be a mix of match. But after these two changes to this revision, I've done really well. I did actually play some games where I removed the Prince to test card draw, and I didn't really see a noticeable difference. And he just gives a lot of value, and I'm keeping him for now. I mean, if things get really bad with aggro, he is, of course, a tech card you could probably get replaced with a Feral Rage or a second Moon Glade, most likely, stuff like that. But Barnes, I think he's a keeper. A possibility of removing Ravel Idol for another Rage or a Mulch. But anyways, let's go ahead and queue up and see how we go. Okay, Druid versus Druid. Let's get rid of the Prince, the Belcher. Mire Keeper, excellent. You have to keep that. Like I said, ramp is so key to winning games with this deck. I don't know what kind of deck Druids play, but let's get rid of... we really need Wild Growth. Remember, ramp is so key. Against another deck... oh, he kept one card or two cards, it looks like. Alright, cool. Innervate. So, like I said... ramp is so important for this deck, so you want to mulligan hard for your Innervates, Wild Growth, Keeper, stuff like that. Okay, so we don't have the best starting hand. That's why ramp's so important. I do not know what type of Druid this is. I don't know what Druids tend to play on Wild. A lot of them, I think, play like mine with a Death Rattle, Synergy with a Corruptor, but it could be anything. Okay, so he does Wild Growth. That's fine. We're going to do Keeper right now. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Let's do that. And I was going to coin out, or not coin out, innervate out the Keeper, but we don't need to now. We will do the Keeper next turn with the option of the Empty Mana Crystal. Alright, so he's C'Thun. Okay, this is going to be tough.
Listen closely.
Ysera. Oh, man, all my high value minions that I want to get on board with Barnes is in my hand, so that's not good. We still could get Slud Belcher, stuff like that. Alright, so we're gonna have to hero power that. Let's see, we're gonna have 6 mana. Can we innervate anything out big? Ooh, we actually could do Rag. Don't know necessarily if Ragnos is a good option though, so he's going face. Alright, so let's do Rag. Let's put something on board that deals a lot of damage. I don't think this is the best play, but it's a high threat minion. He probably, hopefully, will hit a minion instead of his face. Alright, good. That's exactly what I wanted. Hopefully he won't have Mulch. Next turn we have Coin. No, we don't have anything, so we'll probably do the Mare Keeper. Alright, we definitely got to hero power that. He's at 10, so this is going to be a real tough fist fight of a game, I think. Ooh, actually, that's really good. And he's going to take 8 damage to the face. That actually ended up being a very nice turn for me. Next turn, we have 8. We will coin Ysera to get a lot of value. She could potentially win me the game. Or I could wait out coin for a couple more turns and put the Rage unbound. But I think... Ooh, the good doctor. Totally forgot about that dude. But we will coin out him so he could deal with that. Oh, Jones is actually pretty good. So we're going to do this. Come on, hit the doctor. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's all good. So next turn we have Ysera, unless we have Innervate or some other better option. The good thing is he can't target that minion with any kind of spells. Ooh, I'm telling you, man. This is going to be a fist fight. Yeah, you can't do that, dude. Oh, he's doing that. Yeah, we're really behind on board here, so we need our... oh, Sludge Belcher's actually probably better than Ysera. Come on, hit something good, Rag. Not exactly that good, but I'll take it. Problem is, I have no way to deal with his board. Jones will be kind of... Oh, well, next turn we have a nice big minion, so we'll hopefully be able to deal with... I don't know if he's going to deal with Rag or if he's going to go face with a good doctor. No, he's going to face. Oh, yeah, there's no way I could... Unless I get mulch. Well played what? I could do that, but that would be a bad turn. There's really no way. I could mulch that, but there's no way to, Alright, let's go to the next. Cheesy ass. Yeah, he was very lucky too, and he had such a dominating board. As you can see, druids are kind of tough. Alright, let's go ahead and go to our next game. Yeah, it's hard against a druid versus, especially C'Thun Druids. I mean, I didn't really have a lot of good stuff for removal. Didn't get my mulch. That's why sometimes I think this deck needs 2 mulches. But we'll see. That was a bad game. Hunter. Ooh, hunters can be really, really tough. Or really, really easy. Alright, so obviously we got to get rid of all this. Remember, mulligan hard for... It's kind of funny, man. I did a bunch of testing with this deck all the way up to max where you can't lose anything on turn rank 20, and then I got a beautiful winning streak until just now. Okay, wild growth is good. Swipe could potentially be really good. Nourish, it depends on what I have in my hand. Either I'm going to do ramp or I'm going to do card draw. Oh, whoa. Oh. Alright, so I know he's most likely not an aggressive deck. If he was aggressive, he wouldn't be playing the good Prince. So it's going to be interesting. That was a little bad manners on my part, threatening that druid. He did say well played, but yeah, I forgot, man. Wild with a Dr. 7. He's such an OP. Come on, he's not so bad anymore. He's just, that druid just had a lot of great minions fast. Alright, so we're definitely going to ramp. I mean, with a hunter, you definitely want to keep the board in check. They have too much synergy. Now, next turn, it depends on what happens. I have Swipe. I have Fandral. I could put down Fandral. He might be able to deal with it, might not. Alright, he might play a Reno deck? Nah, probably not. I don't know. Every time I see the Jeweled Scarab, it's usually 90% of the time I really don't want to hero power and get rid of that. And I really don't want to play Fandral on an empty board. I mean, turn 3, can he deal with it? Let's play him. What's the worst can happen? I have no cards. Oh, actually, if he survives, it'll be a big turn for me. But we'll see. Yeah. Oh, wow. How lucky is that? Oh, well. Alright, so he only has a 1-1 on board. That's not too threatening. Ooh. We are going to ramp. I'm not going to be playing him anytime soon. So we're going to have 2 turns. We could play Ysera. Depends on what he puts on the board. I might be able to play Leroy, but oh, okay. So he's definitely some kind of control deck. It's gonna be a very interesting match. That's another minion I'm thinking about adding to the list. It looks like he's not going to have a lot of aggression, so let's go ahead and deal with that now. Fandral's gone. Let's look, not for spell, but for minions, since we don't really could use one. Ooh, he's actually a good minion. I mean, he's good too, but the ramp isn't going to be a real issue, so let's choose him. Ysera's next. Hopefully he won't be able to deal with her. He might have another deadly shot. Also depends on when he puts on the board. But if he can't deal with Ysera, it's going to get a lot of value. That's not too dangerous. It's actually kind of nice to see a hunter that doesn't go phase. Let's get some value out of Ysera. This actually can be very useful. If he has another deadly shot, it'll be pretty devastating for me, but we'll see. Next turn, we don't really have much options. Tosley's definitely gonna... Oh, really? Is he... He has a wait... Ooh, call of that. What's this call? Oh, what is that? Alright, so we're gonna... Obviously, he's attacking her for obviously a reason. Now that could be snipe, that could be explosive, it could be a lot of things. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and test it to see if it's snipe.
The land serves me.
Alright, it's not snipe. If it's explosive, I'm gonna lose a minion, but let's go ahead and test it. Alright, it's explosive. Ah, excellent. That's going to be really, really good. I'm going to obviously lose Ysera, but that's fine. I got a good board. It wasn't snipe, so... Alright, so he takes out her. He's a control hunter. Wow, imagine that. But he's taking a lot of damage. Okay, this... We're going to have to start putting pressure on, too. Ooh, what a perfect draw. What is this? We're gonna be a little aggressive. We have him on the ropes. Plus, we could probably set up lethal very soon, right? This is 5. This is 9. Plus what's on board. We have lethal, assuming that he doesn't do anything. Oh, actually, plus we have Leroy too. So. Oh wow. Okay, that's not gonna be enough for him. Really nice to see something unique, huh? Alright, so let's go ahead and end this. I mean, we have a lot of stuff. Let's lay Leroy to show him we got a nice bunch of cool synergy from the Prince. There you go. So 1 win, 1 loss for this episode, even though I had, I think, a 4 or 5 game winning streak with this update. So, the Druid was tough, because they also have big minions, big ramp. Mulch would have been definitely awesome in that game, but anyways, and I shouldn't have done the bad mounters. I apologize for that. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy that. I will definitely be showcasing this deck a lot. I like where it is right now. I'm still thinking about, like I said, Feral Rage, maybe another Moonglade Portal, which is an excellent card. I'm also thinking the Ancient of War, substitute for a different type of taunt. The Dark Akura would be nice. Because if your Rage Unbound dude pulls out a 5/5 without taunt, it's not as useful. But then again, getting a free 5/5 on board is actually really nice as well. Anyways, guys, take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.